Hey guys, in today's video we will continue to see the story titled The Return of a God of Destruction, Big Mun. This story will be about a God of Destruction that was brought to life, but he didn't belong to any of the 12 current universes. This God of Destruction belonged to one of the 6 universes that have been destroyed by Zeno thousands of years ago. We will then see how this God of Destruction will behave thousands of years after his death, and what his objective will be now that he has returned. Will this God of Destruction be a new ally for Goku, or a new enemy for him and his friends? Well, just follow along to find out. So grab a bucket of popcorn and your soda and come with me, and of course don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you think of the story. Well, without further ado, let's start following this incredible story. In the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely on a planet at the edge of the universe, it was possible to see Frieza with some of his soldiers, facing the mysterious being, who released the energy of destruction in which only the gods of destruction possessed. The general said, "Lord Frieza, we all thought that your wish would be to revive one of the universes that have been destroyed, so that in that universe you could become the new God of Destruction. So why did you revive that being? Will he help you achieve your goal of ruling all universes?" asked one of the generals to Frieza's army, who had some superficial injuries on his body because of a debris that had fallen on him, and especially those that had almost fallen on top of Frieza's advisor, in which the general protected her. The advisor said, "This is something I also want to know, my sovereign. At no time had you referred to any being that would help you in your conquest to be a god of destruction," spoke the Emperor's advisor to Frieza, who was facing that being curious and angry at the same time. Frieza said, "I didn't plan any of this. I don't know this being. At the time I removed the star from the pedestal, the star began to shine very brightly and began to emit great heat, and because of that I moved away from it. And this being appeared, I did nothing," said the Emperor without taking his eyes off that god of destruction that was with bands by the body. Frieza, now that there was no more dust, began to analyze that being to see if he knew which race or planet he belonged to. That being had dark skin with some cracks, and his body was almost completely bandaged, and his eyes were a strong red. In addition, what most caught Frieza's attention was that he wore a god of destruction outfit, apart from what he wore on his head, which was something similar to the pharaohs of ancient times on planet Earth. Frieza thought, "What is it? He has an aura and energy of a god of destruction, with the Hakaishin costume. What is he? Who is he really?" asked the Emperor as he looked at the mysterious being who wore the costume of the gods of destruction. The mysterious god of destruction spoke, "I haven't felt the wind in my tracks for a long time. I would like to thank the one who removed the star from the pedestal and freed me from the clutches of death. I want the one who freed me to speak up," said the mysterious Hakaishin, claiming his aura and looking at everyone in the place. Thanks to the Hakaishin having claimed his aura, Frieza's soldiers who were on the ground could breathe normally again, and the rest no longer felt a weight on their bodies. One of the soldiers spoke. "Who are you, and what do you do with the star that belonged to Lord Frieza?" said a low-class soldier who had risen and was now trying to act brave and confident. The soldier thought, "If I act with courage in front of that being, maybe Lord Frieza will give me some reward, like a great fortune or a title that makes me superior to the others in the army," thought the low-level soldier while pretending to have courage and confidence in front of him. The mysterious god of destruction spoke. "Were you the one who removed the star from the pedestal?" asked the mysterious god of destruction while looking at Frieza's soldier who caught his attention. The soldier said, "No, it wasn't me who removed the star from the pedestal." "Now don't pretend that," said the soldier before being interrupted by something that crossed his body, that everyone present looked at the soldier who had called the Hakaishin's attention and saw that there was a hole in the place where the heart was originally of the soldier, who soon after fell to the ground, dead. Frieza thought, "He's fast. I couldn't even see him firing the attack. He wasn't just fast, but he was also accurate. Besides having a destructive power, fast, accurate, and destructive, I have to be careful before acting against this being," thought the Emperor as he watched the attack of the mysterious Hakaishin, which was faster than his eyes could follow. The mysterious god of destruction spoke. "If you weren't responsible for my rebirth, then you should be silent. Now I would like the one who revived me to speak out, and only him," said the god of destruction while looking with contempt at everyone in the place, except Frieza, because he had a lot of power, and that god of destruction could feel it. Frieza said, "I was the one who revived him. I was responsible for having removed the star from the pedestal. Now that you know that I am the one who removed the star from the pedestal, I would like to know who you are, and where is my star?" said the Emperor, speaking for the first time in that place, attracting the Hakaishin's attention. Big Mun spoke. My name is Big Mun, the god of destruction of the 13th universe. The star? It disappeared. It can only be used once, and I used it thousands of years ago. And now that my wish has been fulfilled, the star has disappeared from all eternity, spoke the god of destruction, revealing his name, and that the star could not more to be possessed by the Emperor, who upon hearing that was very angry that he could no longer have his wish fulfilled because of Big Mun. Frieza said, What do you mean you used the star millions of years ago? She was here not long ago. Tell me, where is the star? The Emperor spoke in a louder tone, unable to contain his anger. Big Mun said, I made a wish thousands of years ago for the star to revive me after many years, but I should have already revived, so that means that someone must have found a way to prevent or delay the star's wish. But thanks to you, I came back. Now lower your tone, you insolent mortal. I am a Hakaishin, and not a servant like those who follow you. Shut up or I will have to kill you, spoke the god of destruction to the Emperor, who was no longer concerned with the amount of power he felt a short while ago. Frieza thought, I don't care anymore. I know he's strong for being a god of destruction, but I have the power that matches the power of the Hakaishins, so let's see who will be the winner, thought the Emperor as he looked at the god of destruction in front of him. Frieza, seeing that his plan had already been ruined, he didn't care anymore and advanced against Big Mun, who easily dodged the attack. Then Frieza fired several key spheres in the direction of the Hakaishin that received all the attacks, but none of them had any effect on him. Big Mun spoke. It seems that you are not as weak as those others who follow you. If you want to defeat me, come with all your power, because I know you're not using your full power yet. Don't underestimate me, you worm, spoke the Hakaishin, looking at the Emperor. Frieza spoke. Who do you think you're calling a worm? Said the Emperor, furious with the way the Hakaishin had called him. Frieza, because of his anger, ended up activating his divine power, making a golden aura surround his body. And as soon as it disappeared, Frieza's body was in a golden form. It was the power of Golden Frieza. Frieza, now in his divine form, advanced against the Hakaishin, who, upon seeing that, was surprised that Frieza had a divine power. But even surprised, the Hakaishin did not lower his guard. And at the time the Emperor approached him, trying to punch him, the Hakaishin, who saw that, dodged to the left and took the opportunity to punch the Emperor's ribs. But Big Mun didn't stop. He hit Frieza's abdomen with a kick, then grabbed Frieza's tail and threw him against the enemy floor, creating a crater. Big Mun said, Is that all you've got? How disappointing. When I felt your divine power, I thought you would be strong. But that's just it. You only have brute force and not combat technique. Because if you have it, I don't see it, the Hakaishin said in a tone of contempt. After all, what Frieza had done wasn't something surprising, and anyone with the minimum of technique could do. Frieza spoke. It's not necessary technique or martial arts skills for one who possesses supreme strength. Now you will witness the power of Black Frieza, said the Emperor, releasing a large amount of energy, causing the place where they were to begin to collapse. All Frieza's warriors immediately left the place, leaving only the two warriors. With the soldiers and the counselor outside the temple, it was possible to see the temple was collapsing. After a few seconds, the entire pyramid fell to the ground. Some debris began to float, and suddenly in the center where the star was, a big explosion happened, and two auras rose to the heavens, being the auras of Big Mun and Frieza, who was now in the strongest form titled Black Frieza. With that, we will end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes in the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you another day, guys.